Kobe Bryant, you guys were very close when he was with the team. You guys retired at the same time. And you say that he was one of the toughest, if not the toughest guy you worked with?
That's correct, yeah. Absolutely the toughest.
I was actually at the game when you snapped his finger back into place. And I don't think people really knew right at the time what was going on, but how much pain exactly would you say that makes him feel?
Dislocations hurt.
Yeah.
And he had there's different degrees of dislocations. And if you could see my face, I really had to put a lot of traction on that bone to get it back in place. That's how dislocated it was. And he was, as tough as he is, he was writhing in pain. So if you see Kobe writhing in pain, then you know it hurts.
Yeah.
And I put it in. As soon as I did, you could just see that his pain went away. Anybody else would have still been in pain, but he
walked right back on the court.
Yeah, before I could even tape it, because I wanted to tape it, he was already gone. And then the next dead ball or whatever, whenever we had a timeout and he came off, because now he's got an unstable joint, right? He's going to dislocate it again.
Sure.
And tape might not even hold it in place, but you had a better chance at least. And so, the first chance I got, I was able to stabilize it a little bit better. But I talk a lot about Kobe. I had the two youngest players in the history of the NBA. First with Kobe at 17 years old, and then we drafted Andrew Bynum, who was even a younger 17-year-old. So unless they change the rules, okay, I'll go down in history as having the two youngest kids in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I had him for 20 years. So I had him from the time he was 17 to 37. I'm the only person that saw every single game he played.
Wow.
Yeah. So we should talk about that. And I don't know. I haven't talked to him about this. I sent him a book.
Okay.
But I say in the book that people might be surprised, your audience may be surprised to hear me say that there's really nothing special about Kobe Bryant. Okay? He is not the most talented basketball player. When you really look at him, he's big, but he's not that big. He's quick, but he's not that quick. He's fast, but he's not that fast. He's strong, but he's not that strong. So what was there about Kobe Bryant that he has 5 rings, and other basketball players that are bigger, quicker, faster, stronger have none? And whatever you think of Kobe, and it wasn't all fun and games with him. There was a lot of heartache and a lot of heartbreak. In the end, there was a lot of heartfelt love. But along the way, it's sometimes, it's a rough road. And whatever you think of him, some people love him, some people hate him. There's characteristics about him that you really cannot take away. And those characteristics is that he worked harder than anyone else. But a lot of people work hard. So in addition to his work ethic, he was smart about it. He works smart. So in today's game, it's just not enough to work hard. You got to work smart. The second thing about him, he was more competitive than anyone I ever met. I used to joke with him that he would cheat my daughters in a game of tiddlywinks just to win. But even if he didn't win, he used the loss to come back better. He was intellectually brilliant at the game and in life in general. He takes things to the nth degree. He removes the words can't and won't out of his lexicon and he replaces them with can and will.